Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to other video. In this video, I'm going to explain what are the resume preparation tips and what are the disadvantages of a bad resume and how to prepare a good resume. Then followed by a sample resume preparation. Okay. So I'm going to explain about the tips. Okay. So you should not copy other resumes. Like it's a malpractice. So we should not do that because the other's resume will be already available in the HR profile or somewhere in the company profile. So it's considered as a malpractice. So the next thing is try to make a resume genuinely. So try to make a resume on yourself, like own, because it's your resume. Like you should not be copying from someone's. Okay. So mention academic qualifications and achievements clearly. So you should be mentioning your academic qualifications and achievements clearly, like academic qualifications in the sense your 10th 12th engineering or like mtech everything. And then achievements means like you may have achieved a gold medal in engineering, or you may have achieved like a medal for robotics workshop, or even for sports or extracurricular activities or anything. Okay. So next thing is, like many students, like they make tables while mentioning educational details. So it's not recommended because it makes the resume clumsy. Okay. So then try to include some academic projects. So you may have done some minor projects, major projects, etc. So try to include them, and include them only if you can explain them in detail in the interview. Otherwise it will be a total damage to your interview, because if you are unable to explain what is mentioned in the resume, then the interviewer will get a negative impression on you. The next thing is include industrial visits or internships. So nowadays, every college is encouraging students to do at least one internship, and they are taking students to 3 or 4 industrial visits during their engineering life. So you can mention those. And next thing, you may have attended some seminars, symposium conducted inside your college or like in other colleges. So if you have attended them, you can put them. So if you have any idea on seminars that you may not have attended also, you can use their name, because at the end of the day, if you are able to talk about that particular seminar or symposium in the interview, then it will be good. And add technical skills that you are perfect in. So add only technical skills that are perfect in. Like if you are good in C, add only C language. If you are perfect in Python, then add Python. If you are good in cloud computing, add cloud computing, but don't add every technical skills and don't screw up yourselves in the interview. Next thing is add basic to the side of technical skill that you are not good in. So like you have technical skills of C language and Python. Okay, so C language you are like quite 70% good in it, and Python you are just beginning it, like 10 to 20%. So what you should do is you can mention Python programming in technical skills, and in the right side brackets you can mention basic or beginner, and mention all the points in the resume very briskly in the sense very clearly. Okay. Next thing is career objective. So in the beginning of the resume only there will be a career objective, so it should be descriptive and plain in text. So it should not be borrowed or copied from anyone. So write in our own words. It gives a positive impression to the interviewer, because they may easily understand, like if you have borrowed it from somewhere, or you have written it on your own, because they know, because they have been differing many resumes over the years. So it's not like a heap task for them, it's like a piece of cake. So the next thing is like spacing and letter size. So throughout the resume you should maintain the same spacing and the letter size in the sense, if you are using Calibri body 12, so in the entire resume it should be maintained. So mostly many people will be converting the resume into PDF, etc., but don't use the MS Word, is only highly recommended. Okay. So these are the simple steps that you should follow while creating a good resume. So now we will see an example of a sample resume. So this is a fresher sample resume. Okay. So you are applying job as a fresher. So I'm showing you one of the sample resume of a fresher. Okay. So make sure that it should be in this format, because it is highly recommended. So I don't use any tables or columns till the end of the resume. Okay. So first thing, first start with the name, contact number, email ID, objective. Okay. So coming to name, give your full name, first name followed by last name. Contact number, So many people just like give your contact number like 850075 something, but it is mentioned that mention the country code, because it's also like highly recommended. So it's like a standard format. And next, coming to email ID. So this is the field where many people make mistakes. So this should be in small letters. That's one point. And many students commit mistake here. What's the mistake is like they will use like Gmail names like Smart Pavan, Smiley, Beauty. So you should not use any informal names. So like I'm not commenting on anyone, but I'm telling like if any people who are doing this will change, so it's not highly recommended. So you should not use any keywords like smart, lovely, obedient, anything in the email id. Make it professional. Like if your name is like Vamsi Eluri, make it Vamsi Eluri. If it's not available, make it like Vamsi Eluri 1454 or 1995, anything like that, because it gives a negative impression to the interviewer. Because as you are freshers applying, you may have an intention of writing those words, but you should not use that. Okay. So moving to the next thing, objective. So here I have written a brief one. So I wrote like looking forward to seek a better career and to work in a company where I can strengthen communication and technical skills with exposure and better standards to widen my knowledge and skills to grow along with organization in the field of information technology. So it's very clear. So what I wrote is like I'm looking forward for a better career in a company so where I can improve my technical skills. Okay. So instead of this, you can write like looking forward to seek a good career in a company where I can strengthen my technical skills in the field of Python development. So if you have any specific things like Python development, Java development, or like automation testing, you can mention that keyword, but it's not highly recommended. Why? Because like as you are fresher, a company don't take you as a Python developer, they don't take you as a Java developer, like they take you as a software fresher. And what happens is after you go into the company, they will be training you on two or three technologies, and whatever project is suitable for you, they will throw you into that. So after that training only your fate will decide like are you going into development or testing or something else. So it's like recommended not to mention any Python or Java, anything here. Just like tell like in the field of information technology or in the field of software engineering. Okay. So then qualified by. So this is the field where you write your academic qualifications. So this is also recommended, right? Write like top, like start from the top and go to bottom. That is like start from the most recent and go to the least recent. So you start from your college. If you have done masters, and then BSc like bachelor's, and then intermediate, and then 10th. So this is the standard format, but you can choose any format. Like you can write like MCA from ABC College with computer science, comma 2021. So that is the pass out here, or you can mention this. And then skill set. As I told before, please mention only the skills you need in the resume. Don't overact or over smart your resume by mentioning unwanted things and get caught. Okay. So here I told you before, like put basics, right? So MySQL I'm not good at, so we have mentioned basics. GitLab and Linux is also basics, and Flask is also basics. And then soft skills. Soft skills is like apart from technical skills, what other skills you have? Good presentation skills, problem solving skills, eager to learn new things, etc. Then area of interest. Here you can mention what areas are you interested in software, like software testing, Python programming, etc. Then co-curricular activities. Here is the place where the like the achievements or the charity events or the symposiums you have attended. So it's highly recommended, like if you have kept area of interest like software testing and Python programming, put like you have attended some like training or some national seminars or even some symposiums on Python programming, because the resume should be like interrelated, so it should not be different from section to section. Okay. Then here achievements. So you have organized a symposium conducted by BSc department. So how is achievement different from co-curricular activities? Is co-curricular activities is the activity where you are a participant. Achievement is the place where you are a leader or a achievee. So leader in the sense you led the symposium, so you organized it. And next, you attended Python programming training by working Python developer. So you have gained some knowledge from it. You can mention it here. So you can also mention like I'm the college topper for 4 years in bachelor. So for 4 years you are the topper. That is the achievement. Then projects. So here I have mentioned I have taken Python programming training by working Python developer. So I have mentioned some independent projects. So if you have mentioned some independent projects, they won't expect you to that you have done so much independently. As I have given, I have done training by working Python developer. You can say like, yeah, I have combined with him and I have done these projects. So then they may ask, they will definitely ask some questions on this project. So if you know them or you have a documentation only, please write those projects there. And academic project. So if you are from mechanical or civil, you can mention that project here still, but please note that you should have some working knowledge on that particular project. And then resume ends with personal details and declaration. And some of the major disadvantages many do is they will include like positives, negatives, etc. in the resume. Please don't do that. Okay. So please follow this format and you will definitely get a resume clicked. So like see like every section is like in like dependent on other section, like in co-curricular activities if you give, you have attended like seminars on QA testing, then achievement also should be one achievement in QA testing, and projects also should have one of the project in QA testing, and in any trainings also you should have trained on software testing, that is QA testing. Okay. So I'm telling like it should be interrelated, but it should not be independent of each section. Okay. So following these tips, like you can create a wonderful resume, but don't just like copy this resume and paste in your own resume, but encourageable to follow this format, but use like freelancing, like use your oats. Okay. Thanks.